Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here, co-founder of MDC Trading Academy, with today's pre-market forecast for the S&P 500 E-mini futures and also our previewing of the week. Today is Monday, believe it or not, February the 1st. Let's quickly jump to our news report for this week. What's upcoming this week? Excuse me for that. What do we have coming up here? We have the ISM manufacturing PMI. Nothing on Tuesday, unemployment information on Wednesday, and including on Thursday, unemployment claims, and of course, the unemployment rate and non-farm employment change. So these are reports happen a little before we operate. We start at 9:30, but we do have a few here at 10 o'clock in the morning. Be careful with those going forward. Let's quickly jump to our daily chart, and of course we are in familiar territory. We had spoken about the potential of this happening. Remember, when last we spoke, we had spoken about the 20 SMA acting as support, and I spoke to you about the fact that if we break clear the 20 SMA, it's going to violently start moving to the downside with increased volume. And that's exactly what has happened. As you can see, that is absolutely necessarily our next support level, which is a 38% retracement. If you take from this run here, when we came here, we had this double bottom here. Remember this double bottom way back when. If we did the run from there to the swing high that we have had, we're currently at a between 38 and 23%. Okay, so 38% retracement would actually put us right at the 80 SMA, which is our next logical support level, and obviously this correlates to a previous support turn resistance. So what happens after that is the test of the 200 SMA, and that's of course when things get really sticky, because basically this is the north-south line of every single market. This is the blue light special that all managers keep an eye on. Any break below that, and we have gone from a bull market to a bear market in a blink of an eye. Look at the huge bars, look at the huge volatility, and that's what we're seeing today. Once again, a lot of volatility. The volume has absolutely increased. We're at averaging $1.4 million. We've had 3 incredible sessions in a row. So we're expecting roller coaster to continue a little bit today, although we seemingly found a bottom here at this previous support level here, but I still think that we may have a little bit more downside. We're going to see. Let's look closer at our charts here so that we can look at it a little bit deeper into what's going on with these numbers. This is another time frame. Now remember that everything started here. We've been in this area here for a while, where we were oscillating between these two areas. We clearly broke through, hit a double bottom at a previous resistance to support, came back into the channel, clearly broke through, established a few all-time highs. Market then tries to get back into this channel. We bounce off this clear resistance area. Market returns, creates another all-time high, and ultimately there's our big drop. We come back here to retest this area here. This is an area of key support here, right in here. Market clearly breaks through, and that's what we have. This is where we find ourselves right now. Market came all the way back to the top of this channel. Remember the oscillation between the channel, come that hole, broke clearly below. Now the bottom part of the channel that used to be our support now is acting as resistance, and this is where we find ourselves right now. The market is a very precarious situation right now. We have now we have the channel that we have up here. It's kind of moved down here. This is our support. This is our resistance. This is so far considered a FOBO. Here's the key. We have the compression here. Market clearly breaks below it, retest the area. Now we're going to see what happens here. This is where we find ourselves right now. Now, in reference to trading a market like today, you got to remember the spreads are very, very, very high. The spreads between areas, we're averaging almost 7 points between there. So you have to make sure that you make sure you place your stop in the correct spot in order to protect yourself. We do have a slight gap here just off the intraday low from Friday. That's the intraday low. That's the intraday high. Market is in this particular time retesting a trend line that we have established here from earlier this morning, probably about 2 o'clock this morning. But look at the huge swings, and this is what I'm referring to right here. This is the huge swing. So you got to be very, very, very careful about those particular moves there. Let's look here. As you can see, the market can retrace way down to here. By the way, this is a resistance area here. I mean, a support level, support anchor here. So this here is our 38% retracements from this overall move. So the market can potentially do one of these moves where it breaks below here, kind of uses this as resistance and tries to make the run here to test. Now, that's another big test. If the market holds there, then we're expecting the market to oscillate and create a huge support and resistance channel here. Otherwise, you can start seeing a little bit more down movement and ultimately potentially can go down to here. So those are the moves for today. Keep your eyes open. And obviously, if the market holds support here, we're expecting a retest of this area up here once again. So that's what we're looking at right here. Again, careful with your stops. Take care and have a great session.